KYH9, how you doing? Broad question. What's your favorite visual effect in games? Film or animation? Could be a filter over a screen in particular, an effect on certain shaders, or something in your favorite anime does to convey certain powers or effects. Oh man, do I have it immediately. I have it immediately. And it's gotten hack at this point, but fuck me, it still hits every time. All right. I know, Brotherhood is the best shit ever. Got it. If you were with me watching Full Metal Alchemist back when it was first coming out, and you get those really good OPs, right, in EDs, shoutouts Melissa, shoutouts all those songs, right? OP4 from Full Metal Alchemist, the original, starts, and it's Asian Kung Fu Generation, and Rewrite starts playing, and Rewrite is the fucking shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So the opening notes go off. Did it. And the camera is scrolling along the ground, and you see all the characters in the distance with the grass moving at high speed in front of you.
Yeah.
The characters are parallaxed, and there's a little bit of camera shake alongside the high speed parallax. That shit goes hard.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah. I fucking love that. It's such a simple effect, right? It's such a simple effect, but it's like the speed, the feeling of like, almost like they're standing out there in a field and I'm in a car on the highway, zooming a camera in from a distance. Yeah. And like that little loose effect to it. Ow! I love that effect whenever I get that. A couple other things do it, but a couple other shows do it. But like whenever, yeah, that specific little bit of camera shake at high speed is a really, really powerful visual effect. And I know it's become as cliche as the old teardrop in the wind, which is not as much a thing anymore. Now it's about I think we did it with like we're doing our sequence of heroes doing all their final moves, and then we go to space and we're fighting in the sky, and then we do a big pose and pull out. But that's what it is for me. It's the scrolling high speed handheld moment. Yeah. The elevator shot going down is definitely doing the same thing, because the elevator shot going down is an object in front of you, right? So you get like the city in the background, you know, and the same kind of idea of like high speed, like layer parallax working is it's so good. It's such a good effect. And yeah, I love that in anime. I love that in video games. It gets me very excited every time I see it. And yeah. That's what comes to mind immediately. That first person bit. Yeah. How about you?
I was caught up in your thing. I didn't think about it.
Fair enough.
Part 5 of JoJo, when he's like, hey, and you see like the images.
The images
like,
going on forever.
I like that one. You know, like I like the little like
kaleidoscope.
Yeah, kind of thing like that. You know.
I have another one. Anytime there's I mean, you guys all know this, but like if you want to build tension, right? You build and build and build, and like everything charges up to a maximum point. Right before you build up the tension and the release, you have a moment of silence.
Yeah, that's always good. Like in that Star Wars.
The Star Wars Lightspeed Kamikaze is the hypest shit. And
I went to rewatch it and I was like,
it's so sick, okay? Damn. And it's not just because of what it's conceptually doing, it's because of how they handled it. And recently, to exactly where I was going with this, I won't miss.
I won't miss.
Oh! Silence, pause, boom. That pause is so necessary after building up the... right? You know, you any giant cannon firing, you want a Zone of the Enders, you want your fucking, you know, life rings have started revolving. Any of these moments, anytime there's a nice big buildup, you have that little pause and moment of silence before the pop, right? And sometimes, if you're feeling particularly artistic, the pop itself doesn't even have to have an explosion either. You can have a really loud, like, no, like dust is flying, the mountains are cracking, right? The sky is fucking freaking, everything's going nuts. And then on the fire, actually, just you stay silent. And you can have that like 3 shots from the side, from the front, from the point blank, but the actual firing can be dead silent. That shit lands, man. It lands really hard. The tension release, you know? Boy, do I love that. Real big fan of that. All of the things I just mentioned, I think, and others that I love, are all in the Rock Lee versus Gara fight. Because the Rock Lee versus Gara fight has the, like, from the moment he drops it and launches, you have the rotating kick shot that has it low to the ground with like the angles of the sand exploding in different directions, and it actually has Gara doing the fisheye lens at some point as well. You know, like it all kind of gets included in that particular sequence, and that was, you know, when I had no hope but to fucking put the headband on and become that kid. So anyways, there you go. Good question. Thank you. That's a lot of, I like that. I'm a sucker for that type of shit.